Hello, my class 11th student. Today again I am going to start chapter first. Topic is introduction. From your book Statistic for Economics, this is part 4th. Okay, in this video we are going to discuss about statistic in singular sense. Yesterday we are talk about statistic in plural sense. So in plural sense, statistic means what? Statistic means data. When we talk about in plural sense, statistic means data. Okay, this is the meaning of statistic in plural sense. Okay, that I had explained in detail. But all data are not statistic. Why? Because for becoming a statistic it requires some features. When it is related to at least two groups and it is of aggregates of fact, or it is average. When data is related to average, then it is only called statistic. Okay, like if it is written ki in class 11th there are 80 students, so this is not a statistic. Okay, now again one line is written in class 12th there are 40 students, so again it is not a statistic. But if I write कि there in class 11 there are 80 students and I write here and in class 12 there are 40 students. Now it is data related to two groups, so I can make a conclusion now कि in class 11 there are more students in compared to class 12th. So we can make one more conclusion कि now more students are interested in taking commerce in compared to previous year. Why? Because in previous year only 14 students are enrolled, this time 18 students. So this is what, this is statistic in plural sense. Okay, today we are going to talk about statistic in singular sense. Okay, so in singular sense, what is the meaning of statistic? So in singular sense, statistic means only and only, in singular sense, statistic means statistical methods. So statistical methods are known as a statistic in singular sense. So I think you are able to understand what is the meaning of statistic in singular sense. So in singular sense, statistic means statistical method. What is statistical method? Okay, and there are total 5 statistical method. Okay, what are these 5 statistical method? So collection of data, second is organization of data. Okay, next is presentation of data. Next is analysis of data, and last one is interpretation of data. So whenever we are using these 5 methods, and these are also known as a five stages. So when we are using these five stages are these five methods, so then it is known as a statistic in singular sense. Okay, so I think you are able to understand. It is very easy. In statistic, what do you mean by statistic? So in singular sense, statistic means statistic means statistical method. And how many methods are there? There is five statistical method. Okay, so let me start. Statistic or singular noun, and this is your keyword that is given in green box na beta. This is your keyword. So whenever I explain any topic, I always given keyword, so that is very easy to write answer. If question is asked what do you mean by statistic, so what you are going to write? In singular noun or in singular sense, statistic means statistical method. What you have to add? You have to just add a double d, means. Just you require to add means. So statistic means statistical method. Okay, and how many methods are there? Total there are five methods. First is collection of data, then presentation, then organization, analysis and interpretation. So when we are using these five stages, then it is known as a statistic. Okay, so let me understand what is written in your book. In singular sense, statistic means science of statistic are statistical method. So if you write this much now, statistic means statistical method. It is complete and it is given in detail. It refers to technique or method related to collection, classification, presentation, analysis and interpretation of quantitative data. Okay, now definition. So you can learn Crowden or Cowden method. Definition. So statistic may be defined as a collection, presentation, analysis, interpretation of numerical data. Okay, so why you are going to learn statistic in singular sense? So here is written focus of the study. As a class 11th student, when you learn statistic in singular sense, so you are able to understand how the data are collected, organized, presented, analysis and interpreted. So when you are going to learn this book is all about this. First chapter is related to collection, second chapter is related to organization, third chapter and fourth and fifth and sixth, seven, eight, these are related to presentation. Okay beta, and after that 9 to last is related to analysis of data and interpretation of data. Okay, so as a class 11th student, as a economist student, you are able to know how collection of data is done, how they are collected, data are organized, how then they are represented, and how we are going to do analysis. For analysis we require calculate average. Okay, now stages of statistical data. So initially I had told you now, statistic means in singular sense statistical method, and there are five statistical method. They are also known as a five stages. Okay, so at first stage there is always collection of data, second stage organization, third stage is related to presentation, and fourth is related to analysis, and fifth is related to interpretation. Okay, remember these five are in a systematic manner. At the first you can never write any of them. First means always collection of data, fourth means always analysis of data. Okay, and fifth is always interpretation of data. Okay, now statistical tools. So statistical tools is related to those technique or method then we use at a different method or at a different stages and method both are same thing. Okay, when we talk about write the five stages, so you are going to write collection, presentation, organization, analysis, interpretation. If there is question write about statistical method, again you are going to write the same thing. Statistical method means collection of data, organization of data, presentation, analysis of data and interpretation. So both are the same thing. Okay, now statistical tool is something different. It is related to those technique that is used at different in different method or at a different stages that we are going to learn here. Okay, so in each stage of statistical study, involve the use of certain standard technique or method, and these technique or methods are called statistical tool. Okay, here is given, suppose collection of data. Collection of data is what? It is a first stage. It is which stage? It is first stage. Okay, so whenever you had decided topic of objective, okay, now the first work is you are going to collect the data. So there are two techniques for collecting the data. First is sample, second is census. Now what is sample, what is census? I know these are the new word for you, but these are very simple. Okay, census means when we are going to ask to all people, and in a statistic we never write people या people, we always write items. What we write? Items. हम लोगों के लिए कौन सा वर्ड यूज़ करते हैं? प्रत्येक व्यक्ति के लिए वी यूज़ आइटम. ओके, सो व्हेन वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक टू ऑल पीपल मीन्स we are going to talk all item, then it is known as a census technique. Okay, now if you are going to talk few people or few items, okay, then it is known as a sample method. Suppose there is fighting between two students, okay, for any reason, because of any reason. So if suppose your class teacher asks to each and every student what happened, why they are fighting, what you had seen, okay, so which method we are using? We are using census method. Okay, and if suppose your class teacher just called a monitor and 2-3 more student, so this is what? This is sample method. Okay, same way if there is a new teacher, okay, and if your principal want to know ki how she or he is teaching, if principal ma'am is going to come in classroom and take feedback from each and every student, okay, so then it is the use of census method. Why? Because he is asking to everyone. Okay, if ma'am had called few student, few good, few average, few below the average student, two student from, okay, so now it is what? It is sample method. Okay student, I think when there is any inquiry, and if you are going to ask everyone, then it is census. When you are going to ask few, then it is sample. Like suppose you want to study about a factory, how it is running, which type of production is done there, what is the technique they are using, what was the atmosphere of that company, and employees are satisfied or not. So suppose if investigator means who is doing the inquiry, if investigator went to that company and asked to only manager, to engineer, to few workers, then it is sample method. But when investigator asks to everyone, then it is census method. I think you are able to understand. Okay, so whenever we are using collection of data, when we are at the first stage, we are collecting data, okay, so we can use any one, census or sample. Now organization of data. So when there is organization of data, so you can organize data in the form of array or in the form of tally bar. Okay, so in very simple, it is related to that ki whatever data you had collected, it is in the raw format. Okay, there is no sequence. Now you are going to arrange all the numbers, all the data in sequence in a proper manner. So there are three ways. You can arrange data in individual series, in discrete series, in continuous series. Okay, individual series means when the value of every item listed individually. Discrete when the value of item are listed in group, but it is exactly measurable. Okay, and continuous, it is grouping of data, okay, in a continuous manner. So there are three ways to arrange data. You can arrange in individual way, in discrete series, in continuous series. I know you know these things because in mean median mode in your class 10th you had learned about these things. What is individual series, discrete series, and continuous series. So there are three ways you can arrange your raw data in any way. Okay, now if you talk about presentation of data, so you can present the data in the form of table, in the form of graph, in the form of diagram. Okay, but uh, most effective way of presenting data is diagram are more effective in compared to graph and table. Why? Because diagram is easily understand by everyone, and it is more attractive. Okay, that is why. Now, analysis of data. So analysis of data is related to calculating percentage or average. So for calculating average, there are many thing available. You can calculate mean, you can calculate mean, you can calculate median, you can calculate mode. There are more thing in given in statistic. You can calculate range. uh, sorry, okay, sorry student, there are some interruption. So we are here. Okay, so in statistic, so there are many method to calculate average or percentage. You can use anything, like you can use mean, median, mode, range, cut, percentile, deciles. Okay, now interpretation of data. So interpretation of data is related to calculation of correlation, dispersion. Okay, after that you are able to calculate any you are able to calculate anything. Okay, yeah, conclude any result. Now here is given what is the meaning of a statistical tool. So statistical, these are refers to those method or technique used for the collection, presentation, organization, analysis and interpretation of data. Okay, now here is given one flow chart. So in very easy manner you can understand. Is stage 1 means always collection of collection of data. Here you can make the use of census or sample. Okay, if there is squirrel, if I'm going to ask every student, so I'm using census method. If I'm going to ask only monitors, then I'm using a sample technique. Organization, so I can use arrange the data in individual, discrete or in continuous series. Okay, presentation, so I can arrange the data in the table, graph or diagram. Analysis of data, so here we are going to calculate average. So we can calculate average with any technique, by median, mode. Okay, percentile, deciles, range. Okay, interpretation, so for interpretation we require correlation, dispersion. Okay, now last topic is scope of statistic. So scope of statistic included three things. Okay, nature of statistic, subject matter of statistic and limitation of statistics. In today video I'm going to cover these two topics. This is not okay. So first of all, nature of statistic. So statistic, nature of statistic is related to statistic is a science or it is a art. Okay, so any subject is called science when there is a systematic study. Okay, and art is related to when we are going to explain or we are going to explain the solution, then it become art. So in statistic is both. Statistic is science as well as art. Okay, Tippett has rightly observed that statistic is both science as well as art. How it is science? Because statistic studies numerical data in a scientific and or in a systematic manner. I had told you now there are 5 stages. If you want to do any inquiry, you have to follow these 5 stages in a proper manner. First you have to collect the data, then you have to organize, then present, then analysis, then interpretation. Okay, so what is it? We are going to discuss any problem in a systematic manner. Okay, as an art we are going to give the solution okay, with the help of the data. Okay, so here is given the problem of unemployment in India, more meaningful analysis when the size of unemployment is supported with the quantitative data. So remember it, statistic is both science as well and art. It is a science. Why? Because there is a systematic study of any economic problem. Okay, and why it is hard? Why? Because here is given solution also, okay, on the basis of data. Now, subject matter of statistic. So when you are talking about subject matter, it includes two things: descriptive statistic and inferential statistic. Okay, so descriptive and inferential statistic. Descriptive statistic, it is related to all methods that is used at different five stages. Okay, very simple language. Descriptive statistic is related to methods or technique that is used at a different stages: collection, presentation, organization, analysis, and interpretation. Whatever method we are using now, that is what descriptive statistic. Okay, what is written in your book? Descriptive statistic refers to those methods which are used for the collection, presentation, as well as analysis of data. This is the meaning, and that is required to write in your note. These methods relate to such estimation as measurement of central tendency, measurement of dispersion, measurement of correlation. Okay. Now, inferential statistic. Inferential statistic refers to all such method by which conclusions are drawn related to universe or population on the basis of given sample. So this is the meaning of inferential statistic. Now, in very simple simple meaning, inferential statistic is related to use of sample technique, and on the basis of using sample technique, whatever result come, we are going to impose it on census. So this is what inferential statistic. Whenever we are using sample method, then it is known as a inferential statistic. Suppose in your school there is a new teacher for accountancy. Okay, if ma'am had asked only 10 or 15 student, okay, and after that ma'am had decided, okay, this teacher is okay or not okay, so this is what, this is inferential statistic. Why? Because ma'am has asked only 10 to 15 students, not to all. Whatever opinion is given by these 10 to 15 students, ma'am has considered this is the opinion of all 50 students. Okay, so this is inferential statistic when you are using sample technique, and whatever opinion, whatever result you get, you are going to impose on census. वन मोर एग्जाम्पल, एग्जिट पोल. जब भी हमारे यहाँ इलेक्शन होता है तो आप टीवी पे देखते हो एग्जिट पोल आ रहे होते हैं, उसमें बोलते हैं इस टाइम इस पार्टी का गवर्नमेंट बनेगा. तो दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू आस्क एवरी वन वॉट दे आर डूइंग, वॉट few people they will concern, they will ask to whom you are going to give the vote. Okay, and whatever result they found, that they are going to impose on all the people of India. This time the government will be this party, and that is the reason sometime exit poll are correct, sometime exit poll are incorrect. Okay, why? Because it is not having the opinion of all the people, they are having only opinion of few people. In the previous example, suppose 15, those 15 students are not liking, but maybe other remaining 35 or 30 students, they are liking the way of teaching. So there will be some differences. Okay, so sample, whenever we are using sample technique, whatever result will come, we are going to impose on all. This is opinion of all, then it is known as a inferential statistic. Take one more example. If there I had inquiry कि how many student like food, fast food. Suppose if I had asked from 10 girls 10 boys, okay, and whatever result had come, I had told this is the opinion of all the classroom कि all the student likes fast food. But maybe कि in that classroom there are 50 students, but these 30 students, maybe 20 students are not liking fast food. So this is not a, it can be a true analysis and it can be not a true analysis. It depend upon how many students you are involving and you are keeping all the things in the mind. Okay, so remember, whenever sample technique is used, whatever result will come, you are going to impose that it is opinion or this is the result of all. Okay, then it is inferential statistic. Okay, thank you student. I think you are able to understand. In this video we had learned about the meaning of statistic in singular sense. So in singular sense, statistic means what? Statistical method, and there are total 5 statistical method: collection, presentation, organization, analysis and interpretation. And these are also known as a 5 stages. Why? Because these are fixed. Whenever we want to do any inquiry, first we have to collect the data, then present, then organize, then analysis, then interpretation. Okay, so I think you are able to understand. Thank you.